I'm George Boston Rhynes, and I just got out of the Brooks County School Board of Education meeting. A board that has denied me the right to address this board for nearly 7 months. I have fulfilled all the requirements, which is a 7-day waiting period before the actual meeting. I have never heard of that in recent history. In a metro city like Valdosta, you just walk up to the door, you sign your name, and you speak. But not so here in Brooks County. Now, what got my attention this evening as the meeting was going on is I found a gentleman who's willing to side on the side of truth and what is right, ethical and otherwise. What's your name, my beautiful brother?
Yes, sir. Ken Klanicky. I'm from Valdosta, Georgia.
Will you tell me what you was explaining to me inside? And I know you talked to other people about it. I was told by some more people, but right now, you on the camera, tell us what you noticed that you think need to be highlighted here in the state of Georgia.
Well, George, let me tell you that I have had the same problem here in Brooks County as you have had. I have wanted to go before the Brooks School Board and speak, and they have given me all these hoops to jump through. And at one point I said to Deborah Folsom, do you need to get like a DNA sample? And I still haven't spoken. And I've written to her, and so I finally backed off. But here's the worst part. At the Lowndes County Board of Commissioners meeting tonight in Valdosta, Georgia. Today's what, October the 9th?
Yes, sir.
And that started at 5:30. And there's a sort of a brief portion, about 20 minutes, and then there's a portion called Citizens to be Heard. And I've gone forward many times. And so tonight, after one lady spoke, and she spoke for about 6.5 minutes, and I was seated toward the back, and I have two bad knees, so I said, yes, Mr. Chairman, please bear with me because I have two bad knees. And I also said that Mrs. Knoll spoke for 6.5 or almost 7 minutes, and you, Mr. Chairman, have always limited me to 5 minutes. At that point, he told me that I would have to leave the room, and I left the room with an armed deputy from Lowndes County, and there was no resistance. I have a weak voice because of vocal cord problems, and I was escorted from the building. Truly.
When was this, Mr.? When was this?
This happened this afternoon in Valdosta at the Lowndes County Commission meeting. It is chaired by Ashley Polk of Valdosta. He's lived there all of his life, one of the richest men in South Georgia, and he has been blocking any kind of LOST negotiation. From what I understand, he is the only person, George, that has blocked that. And so it's gone to Lowndes County Superior Court for more hearings. All of the time, the clock is running. It's piling up dollars. One person is the stumbling block. And I was going to go forward to ask him why, and he wouldn't allow me to speak. And Lee Touchton, who is here tonight, with the NAACP, the local chapter, she said she was going to contact the ACLU tomorrow. That's up to her.
So what you're telling me, I've been fighting for years, if not decades, and it seems to me if they don't want you to speak, wouldn't you agree with me that there's a great possibility that this is not just a black thing, that it's a citizens thing, it's not about race, it's just that somebody apparently don't want to hear from the citizens. The same thing here in Brooks County, it seems like it may be prevalent throughout South Georgia. You ready?
George, do I look black to you? Now, I know all white people look the same to black people.
No, not me.
But look at me.
Okay.
I don't have, look at the hair you have.
Okay.
I don't have hair.
Yeah.
And I have gone forward to speak before. And Ashley Polk, who is the chairman, has been rude to me. He has interrupted me on the steps of the county courthouse. He verbally threatened me after one of the meetings.
No.
But he has so much power and so much wealth. And he has done this all of his life, from the time he was a boy. His dad, Marshall Polk, God rest his soul, did the same thing when he was alive.
Well, let's stay on the issue. I won't get into the family time. But what I'm concerned about is in the state of Georgia, there's supposed to be open government. There's supposed to be sunshine laws. We supposed to be able to address our public officials. But Brooks County, we started out, my grandfather owned 48 acres of land. We still own some of that land. He sold a few acres, but we still own land. We're tax-paying citizens. And for me to not to be able to get on the Brooks County Board of Education to speak on the agenda, I think it's a disgrace to our form of government as a retired military veteran.
Amen and amen. All right, I do really have two bad knees, so I will have to rest.
Okay.
But what you're talking about is called the First Amendment.
So it goes beyond what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
It goes further back.
It goes to the Constitution, which was drawn up in 1787 and adopted in Philadelphia.
Well, I have no intentions of stopping on this. If I have to go to the courts, I do have a friend of mine who's an attorney in Atlanta.
Good.
And I intend to take this. If I don't get before this, because it's not about me. It's about all the people in Brooks and Quitman who want to address this board but feel like they're going before a possible Gestapo. And so, go ahead, I'm sorry.
When I come forward 2 weeks from tonight to the Lowndes County Board of Commissioners, I intend to be represented by counsel. Stay tuned. Right. I am done.
Well, all right, thank you so much. And thank you for coming forward and letting me know about it. Once again, this is George Boston Rhynes in Brooks County in the city of Quitman. We doing what we do because I'm telling you, somebody got to do it. If we don't do it, who will? Bye-bye, we gone. Today is October the 9th, 2012.